Good morning, MMTs, VXN, Nasdaq 100 Volatility Index and Fear. And what we're doing here today on this Saturday morning at 8:05 a.m. now is we're gauging the fear indicator and what it means and how do stocks trade long and short intraday based on using this lagging standard technical analysis indicator. However, if you know how to use your MMT Market Maker application, it will tell you exactly that when the fear can't go higher and when the fear is selling down, then people are buying up the stock market. Okay? But when this is breaking out on a weekly level, the fear between the public model and everyone in there are selling out of equities. They're very, very confused. They have a lot of anxiety. They have a lot of apprehension even. They have a lot of things that go on when this fear indicator goes higher. Stocks are selling off and getting shorted down to all-time yearly 52-week lows, and this was this cycle high. And we could not blow the top off and put a blow off bottom in all the key indexes, because that's what we would have wanted to have done now. And however, that weekly reversal down here is showing us that the risk on trade and that the bear and bull sentiment changes between the two parties. And what we really like to focus on is how we can get weighted within that public model, that fear model. That's what goes on in the buy and sell transaction, and the compounded around the world even plays into it, but it's very compounded over a daily level. And the volatility that people could not adjust to was all right in here. And if we break below this key level, our analysis in the last days of, or the last week of August was to be long during that cycle, and it, hey, it played out, and we were at the top here. But if we get down to that 25 handle that we talked about, well, that is going to be right here where we could go down, test these weekly moving averages, and then bounce. If we start to go through that weekly moving average, that means that more of that risk on trade, that intraday bottom upside price action is in play in certain key leadership stocks, no matter what, that are in the Nasdaq 100. If this was to reverse, and we'll find out this coming Monday, when we reverse, if we reverse and go up, then that means the price lines, the BIDUs, and lots of other things are going to go down because people would be selling those. There's a lot of stuff going on over the weekend. So we're at a major support level between the bull and the bear. And we're weighted right about the equal distance of fear and non-fear. So the amount of breakout that we had in the weekly ascending level here, right up here, I mean, that was a high number. And people, we all know what people were doing. I mean, we called all of this. It's all on stock market funding. On 724, we started that breakout. We blew right through it on 731. Over here, when we had weekly breakouts, we had market sell-offs there. Then they made their reversals, and equities went up for 3 weeks when it dropped for 3 weeks. We built that consolidation. Now we're going to wait the fear model so that the intraday limit in and limit out orders are executed correctly relative to where the futures markets are in pre-market. Okay, and most importantly is, if we start to reverse, we have to get back up above this trend line right here that I'm showing you, MMTs. 9/17/2011 VXN, Nasdaq 100 Volatility Index, forward-looking week is going to be 9/19 of 2011 Trade Management Week, and where we stand going into their support levels here and the weekly reversal in the volatility. Now, do we see another one of these breakouts is what we would be looking for, and or if it slams all the way down here to test these moving averages, then equities and the leaderships, the Googles, the price lines, and those, they will continue, if they're in their consolidation breakout patterns, they will continue to follow higher, go higher in the price action on an intraday level, on an intraday level entry. And once again, that's how the trade management will be setting up for Monday. And this is the key level. They sell down through it, then stocks will be on fire off the bottom. And we'll take whatever distance they want to give. It doesn't matter. We just want to know where that bear and that bull is weighted on a percentage level and a thinking level and their emotional misfit ways. We know that when this happens, they're really in misfit phase because fear is running so high and people don't know how to trade the fear index correctly. But UMMTs in the apprenticeship relative to price entry on an intraday level, that's very important right here, and we're benchmarking it today.